Today we talk about Jira's new issue creation experience, the Jira Work Management Chrome extension, the annual Team Awards nominations, a new tab for app profiles in the marketplace, an update on HIPAA compliance, how feedback has improved Forge, announcing the Dev Unleash Hackathon in February. Then Nikki will get into the article of the week, and I'll wrap it up with a couple of partner updates. So let's get into it, shall we? Happy New Year's, everyone!
Happy New Year!
Biro and Nikki here, back from winter holiday and eager to start a new year of Atlassian awesomeness. But first, for those new here, a bit about us. We're the founders of Jexo, a fast-growing gold marketplace partner helping make work management easy, fun, and accessible to everyone through education and tools for Jira like Swanly, Foxly, Hedge, and many more. Check us out over on our website, Jexo.io. Nikki, ready for some fresh news?
Oh yes, we have so many updates because it was a month since the last Monday coffee, can you believe it?
Yeah, wasn't really a month, almost a month, okay?
2 weeks. Okay, let's get into it. Jira Software is introducing an improved issue creation experience that allows users to minimize and maximize the model between 3 different sizes. As opposed to the main Jira Create model, you're going to be able to work with Jira, look at the backlog or the roadmap, or read the details of other Jira issue while raising your new Jira issue. Other updates to the issue experience include the ability to assign issues to yourself, inline editing of issue summary in the team managed project backlogs, a sticky editor toolbar, so when you are writing the description for your issue and you scroll down, you should be able to see the sticky bar editor now, and the ability to resize columns and change the default status of new issues. And you can also easily link and reference attachments in the new issue view. What a great roundup of a new usability improvement. So what do you think, Biro?
I'm excited about the resizing bit. I think that's going to be really useful, at least for me, because I always have 2 tabs. I create stuff and then I have a tab where I'm looking at things.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will help with some real estate. I don't know.
I'm going to enjoy the 2 of them, which is the editing of the summary of the issue in the backlogs. Which is super useful because when you manage the backlog, you just quickly click and you can change the titles. And the scrolling and the sticky bar of the description, because I always write the descriptions. Biro doesn't write any descriptions.
I don't have that problem.
He doesn't have this problem. But
I'm like, make this.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, let's have a look at the other news. Jira Work Management is now available on Google Chrome. This means that you can create and manage tasks right from the page that sparkled the idea, without switching the tabs, so you don't need to go back to Jira. To get started, add the Jira Work Management extension to your Chrome browser, and then you can easily create tasks and assign them to the right teammate and the project. And you can also add the description and attach screenshots or the links, so you can do it all. So if you're using Jira Work Management, you need to give this a try. It will save you so much time when raising the Jira issues. I already sent it to Jen, our marketing manager, so she's definitely using this.
Yeah, I generally when I have something to do or to say or to ask someone, I'm like dreading having to open Jira and open load, click on
Flag, do this. No description.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next news. This is not any improvement, but it's really exciting. The annual team awards are now open for the nomination. Here you can submit your team for one of these 4 categories, which are Agile and DevOps, ITSM, Work Management, or Cloud Migration. The website has all the details and link for the nomination form as well, and you have until February 12th to submit your team. This year, Atlassian is also selecting the Team of the Year and Foundation Award winners from all the submissions, and there will be also a community voting to help select the first ever Community Choice Award winner. So go to the Teams Award website and nominate your team.
I always like reading the stories of teams and basically the teams that win. So yeah, looking forward for I think it would be the third year in a row that I actually read the stories.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
At least until since I know about it.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this will be the third.
Yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Atlassian is introducing a new privacy and security tab to the cloud app listing on the marketplace to help customers easily access important information on the app security and privacy, having all in one place. This feature will be particularly helpful for customers with specific security and compliance requirements, making it easier for them to assess apps during the procurement process. The tab will offer two submission options, an API for streamlined submissions and a web form UI for non-technical team members. Not only will the tab make it easier for customers to assess app security and privacy, but it may also shorten the number of questions customers need to ask marketplace partners. This new feature is set to go live to customers in March 2023, with the responses submission opening a month earlier in February. And cloud fortified partners have 6 months from that point to fill in the required fields. This will be a valuable resource for both customers and marketplace partners, and we're looking forward to have it on our app's profile. I can't tell you how much time we spend communicating our standards to inquiring customers, so this will save time on both ends, I would say.
True that. But you said it's going to be available in March 23, and I was like, oh my gosh, in a year.
Yeah, we need to get used to the
Well, speaking of security, I have some exciting news. Atlassian has announced that several of its products, including Jira Cloud, Confluence Cloud, and Jira Service Management, are now HIPAA compliant. HIPAA is a federal law that protects patient health information, which means that these products can be now used safely to handle sensitive health information in a way that meets HIPAA's privacy, security, and breach notification rules. So if you are interested in more details, you can visit Compliance Resources Center. The link is in the community post, and you can read a little bit more.
Yay! I feel we've been hearing about HIPAA compliance is coming, and finally
it's there.
It's done.
The post was so short, so I wasn't sure if that's it. But yeah, Jira is now compliant.
Awesome. Right. So Caitlin published another great post detailing partner feedback and the impact it had. Atlassian launched a survey last year to gather feedback on the developer experience while building apps on its platform. The survey aims to understand which aspects of the experience are working well and which could be improved. The survey has received responses from partners that submitted 133 Forge, 147 Connect, and 98 Server DC apps to the marketplace. The feedback received has had a significant impact on Atlassian's roadmap for the year and has led to the addition of over 20 new modules to Forge, improvements to popular modules such as macro and custom fields, and new operational features such as site-level filtering and grouping by app version in metrics. Atlassian will continue to gather feedback and make improvements in 2023. And hopefully we continue to get this level of reporting on how feedback has contributed to change. It's important and a constant motivator for us partners to continue and give this kind of feedback. I think without it, we're not going to move anywhere.
It's very impressive to see the results of these surveys. I really like to go through it always. Well, speaking of marketplace partners, I have some exciting news. Atlassian is hosting a hackathon called Devs Unleashed, where you can build a game for Jira Software, Jira Service Management, or Confluence with Atlassian Forge and REST APIs. 3 finalists will be selected to present their games in Berlin and compete for cash prizes. There are also prizes for regional winners and those who provide the most valuable feedback. The submission period is open until January 15, so hurry up, and a final list announcement will be made on February 7. Have a look at this post to read more details and register on DevPost if you are planning to participate.
Yeah, that's awesome that you also have like a period upfront to submit.
Yeah.
Rather than doing it in person, only in person. So basically in Berlin are only going to be the selected winners.
Yes. So there will be like a top selected developers who already built the game. So it's a hackathon basically.
Yeah.
So you already need to build it until January 15, and then they have a look at the code. So you need to submit your code as well. And so that needs to be public, and they are going to test your game, and then they submit a few people, and they go to Berlin, and they are going to be presenting on the event.
Awesome. Well, looking forward for that. And next one, article of the week.
And now to the article of the week. So because it's a new year, many of us are setting a New Year's resolution, but many of us also overestimate how much we can actually do. So the Dunning-Kruger effect is a cognitive bias that causes people to overestimate their knowledge or abilities, which then leads to poor decision-making and strained relationships with colleagues. So to avoid this bias, we can practice self-reflection and seek feedback as well from others. It's also important for leaders to create a culture that encourages vulnerability and self-awareness to create supportive work environment. So it's definitely a good read for the beginning of the year, so do have a look. I got a little bit confused by the order, because usually we had the article of the week the last, but now we have a partner news. So what are the partner news?
So this week we have just a few mention on the partner news segment, and we start with Blended Perspective, the awesome team famous for reporting on marketplace numbers with their Mars service, has made a year in review report, which you might be interested in going through. Here's just a brief example of the info you'll find in there. The Atlassian Marketplace saw significant growth in 2022, with total installs for apps increased by 16%. This growth was driven largely by cloud apps installation and was particularly impressive when compared to the 4% growth in 2021 and 13% growth in 2020. In 2022, the number of net new Atlassian Marketplace applications was only 182 compared to 1,004 and 633 in 2021 and 2020 respectively. This drop suggests that vendors focused on improving their existing app portfolio rather than creating new apps. Cloud apps drove the most growth on the marketplace in 2022, with cloud-only apps experiencing 52% growth and apps on cloud and DC experiencing 137% growth. Integration was the fastest growing category on the marketplace in 2022, followed by planning. So go check out the full report on Blended Perspectives website. And the second bit, the team at App Anvil released a new app called Source Editor Pro that enables you to view and edit the storage format and Atlassian document format of Confluence pages. It comes with proper access control too. So if you're looking for the level of control to your Confluence pages, have a look at this app. It's also completely free. So yeah, that's all around partners this week. Short because it has been last week the first week of the year, isn't it?
I like the numbers again. Well done, Blended Perspective with the report. I really enjoy seeing this chart.
Great.
Well, that's about it for the news about Atlassian this week. I hope that you enjoy watching Monday Coffee with Jexo, with me and Biro. It was a little bit
rusty coming back from holiday, but we'll get better at it. We'll settle in.
Yes. Well, don't forget to follow us on the social media and on the YouTube so you don't miss out on the next Atlassian news next week. And we will see you in the next one. Enjoy.
See you next Monday. Bye.